Doing a good job. 3:26:09. Now this is interesting because I remember a verse that I cannot for the life of me find in the Bible. It is about Jesus talking to some soldiers and some tax collectors. And what he said was to the soldiers, don't bully anybody. Don't coerce them out of money. Don't hurt people unless it is something you have to do your job. And to the tax collectors, who, by the way they made a living was to take a commission off of the taxes that they collected. So basically, the government would say, we need 3 coins from this individual, you'd charge 4, and then you would take the 4th one home with you as your pay. Well, some tax collectors, one of the reasons they were so hated in the Judean society was that they had a real strong tendency to, let's call it, overpay themselves. They gouged horribly. People had to pay taxes or they would be imprisoned. So if they didn't pay the tax collector's statemented amount, then they could go to prison even if it was jacked up 100%. Even if he asked for twice as much as the taxes that the government asked for. So they were in very bad repute. It was one of the reasons Jesus was criticized for hanging out with them. But what he told the tax collectors is, take your due, but don't gouge. Don't take too much. Now, in doing a good job, it is unimportant, totally, completely unimportant, what kind of job it is. I have done jobs of a huge spectrum of things. I'm a minister. Who knows how good I am, but I'm trying. I've been a massage therapist, and I was a very good massage therapist, and I continue to do that. I have also done things like dishwashing and prep work in a restaurant. I've done warehouse work. I've cleaned up manure from farm animals. I've felled trees. I can't remember right now, but I've done a lot of different things. And one of the things that has always been a part and parcel of what I think is whenever there's a job to be done, I do it to the best of my ability. Because any job that I'm doing is the focus of what I'm doing. If it's dishwashing, those dishes are going to be the cleanest anyone has ever seen. My work area is going to be nice and neat. If I'm working in the warehouse, I'm going to be looking for loss. I'm going to be looking for damaged stuff. I'm going to report it and document it properly. I'm doing the jobs that are considered menial, basic, manufacturing type stuff to the best of my ability. Because that is what Jesus was really getting at, is that it doesn't matter what your job is. Be honorable in it. If someone is paying you good money, or even if you think that it's not enough money, they are still making a contract with you. They have asked you to do something for a certain amount. If you accept that amount and not walk away and get a better paying job, then you're accepting the responsibility to do that job that they're asking you to do. Do it to the best of your ability. Because when you do a partial job, hold back. Do not give what is rightfully due the person who has employed you. You're cheating them. You're stealing from them. Give them what they have contracted with you for. And there are often ways, in many jobs, to do a little more. I try to do a little more because it makes me feel good to know that that job can't be repeated by anybody else to the ability that I did it. More so, on a personal note and financial note, it is possible that the boss, the person who hired you, might look at you not just doing what your job description said you should do, but that you're doing a little bit more to benefit them they may benefit you. So being a good worker doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a doormat. Sometimes there are perks. Well, I look at this in another way too. Every job is representing us with God and representing how we interact with God in our lives to other people. We're leading by example. If we do a shoddy job and grumble and complain constantly about our jobs and we're not doing anything about it, we're not making the job easier, we're not going to another job because maybe we just can't handle this at one anymore, that's fine, move on. But don't penalize the person who hired you that you contracted with. When you become a Christian, you are contracting with God. And when you contract with God, you are saying, I will follow the rules, the 10 Commandments. I will emulate to the best of my ability, even though I may fall down constantly. I am going to imitate and emulate Jesus' actions to the best of my ability. God bless the whole world. No exceptions. Angel Eliza.